And I leave my trail of cigarette butts for my friends to follow.
When we catch up to him, he's higher than a kite.
You are able to follow her to a bookstore that she walks into. It's like a book occult kind of place. And it has that same symbol of the hand, the female hand holding the sword.
I put out a cigarette in front of the bookstore. Does it have a window?
Yes.
Can I see her through the window?
Yes.
What's she doing?
She opens up a book and starts looking into it.
She doesn't realize her brassiere and garters are missing?
Then she
Maybe she
pulls out.
removed them because they were uncomfortable.
Then
Oh,
she
there you
pulls
go.
out a page and starts writing a letter. Then she hands it to an assistant, and the assistant leaves.
And
All
that's
right,
when
I
we
tell-
waylay the assistant.
Have they caught up yet?
Yeah, they've caught up.
I tell them what I just saw happen and ask if one of them wants to accost that assistant, because the assistant won't recognize us. She will.
Sure, I guess I can do that.
Okay. What is your approach on this assistant? What are you...
My approach is, with all blunderbuss and bluff, I'm going to convince him that I'm some sort of servant of the law because I am an officer of the court, and that I have legal reason to see this message that this person has.
Is this a male or a female assistant?
We're gonna say it's... Let me just roll a die here. Boom. It's female.
Oh.
Okay, you should go with the approach. Just grab her, and she'll do anything you want.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
First you get the
Trump
money,
approach.
then
Yeah,
you get the power, then you grab them by the pussy.
You're rich, they'll do whatever they want. Yeah. So I'm going to try to basically convince her that I have every right.
Of course, of course. Here is the bad stuff that might happen. 1, she's going to kick you in the jimmies, and you will take damage because she's got a job to do, and you're not going to get in her way. Second bad thing that'll happen is people will notice that you're accosting a woman on the street, and there will be those that will come to help her.
Okay.
Fourth bad thing that can happen. Or third.
That's 3.
The fourth bad thing is that you'll never see the third one coming.
The third bad thing that will happen is, well, you will get the letter because once you say an approach, that thing happens. She will escape and you will never get to talk to her. And then there will be an opportunity.
Your actual soulmate.
Are you seriously going to make 4 bad consequences on this?
I only made 3 bad consequences, but I'm giving you an
Oh.
opportunity.
Oh, I thought you were about to say, and 4th, a real cop is standing there.
And ask you for your credentials! And takes the letter from you!
Is this panache or wit, since I'm kind
This
of...
is going to be panache. Definitely panache.
Okay.
But there will be an opportunity, a 4th opportunity.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens. All right, everybody cross your fingers.
So
Yeah,
1,
looks like it's 3 either way.
2, 3. So 3, you can get rid of all the bad things and miss the opportunity, or take the opportunity, and one of those bad things will happen to you.
What were the 3 bad things again?
Get kicked in the crotch.
Kick in the gym.
Having people accost you for accosting a woman.
Or having her escape.
Or having her escape, yes.
I get kicked in the jimmies.
All right.
And then I continue my bluff. How dare you kick an officer of the law?
Yes. Take 3 wound points. That will persist until the next combat.
Damn, she got you in all 3 testicles.
She doesn't realize you're an officer and goes, I'm very sorry. What could I do for you, sir?
I need to be looking at that right now. I need to question you also. Of course, hang on just a moment. He turns around and arranges himself. Turns back around. No, little miss. She's not a noble or anything. So now, little miss, let me see that if you would.
I don't think I can. This is my employer's letter.
As an officer of the law, I have a right to see this, and we have your employee or employer, your employeress. How would that be? Your missus. We have her under investigation at the moment, and, well, I'm going to have to see that, I'm sorry. It's a matter of the law, you see.
Oof. I'm probably going to get fired for this.
Oh, no, I can explain that to her. You're only doing your job.
So you get the letter.
And it's in code, right?
No. Basically explains that there is a description of all of the PCs that went to go help James, and that James was not able to be captured because of the interference of you. And this is not good. And she makes reference to Queen Maeve many times, and that Queen Maeve will be extremely upset. And that she needs to make the proper recompense to Queen Maeve and that sort of stuff.
Okay. Can I ask you something? Does your missus go under any other names other than her normal surname as a
Oh, her name, and it's signed by, I forgot to actually give this girl a name. Her name is...
Because he didn't expect us to track her.
Oh, her name is Lethe.
Lethe. And is it a Mrs. Lethe, a Miss Lethe? Is it a no lady?
Oh yeah, she's a lady.
Countess?
Yeah, Lethe.
Lady.
That's what it
Has
is.
the Lady Lethe gone under any other names other than Lethe as of recently?
No, sir, that's her name. Everybody knows her. She's quite distinguished, and she's very knowledgeable about the Fae.
Aye. Alright, and this is supposed to be going to the Tilwith Tag, is it not?
Aye.
That's what we thought. I don't think your lady herself is going to be in any trouble, but it's this Tilwith Tag fellow that we have an interest in. So what I'd like to do right now is give you a couple pins and have you head off on your way. Act like you've delivered the message. Stay away for about an hour or two.
Very well, sir.
So that we can question things appropriately and you won't be around. And then afterwards, we'll explain to her exactly what happened. Of
Very
course,
well,
you were
sir.
just complying with the law.
Of course. I don't want to be in trouble with the law.
So yeah, hand her a couple pence.
Okay.
Let her go somewhere to get a meal.
All right, she'll go do that. She'll
And I-
leave.
Well, I'm sure that's customary. She's not wanted for anything.
Oh, the seal on the letter, of course, is the lady's hand with the sword.
You just let the woman who knows where Tilwith Teg is get away.
He's at his friggin'
We
house.
know where he is.
Yeah.
We have his address. Why are we farting around then? Let's just go to his house and beat this guy up.
Well, actually, if you want to do that, we've got this perfect pretense right now. We're coming to deliver this letter that has
Oh,
us
oh,
in it,
nice.
saying that we interfered.
All right, let's just do that. That seems like a huge time saver.
You don't want to approach the lady left? Left?
Well, no,
I'd
not
have to
really.
call her Let.
Teg.
I'm
Yeah.
Irish. I mean, I decided to call her Let because we don't pronounce THs. Would you like to, that we have to see the lady Let?
If you
It just
feel the
doesn't
need
sound
to
right.
beat up the underling first, that's fine. We do have a woman that can punch a woman.
Oh no, the underling's on their way, but Lady Let, she's the person who was visiting that our man saw.
Lady Leth is the underling to Tilwith Tag, or she wouldn't have to send him messages letting him know what's going on. She's the underling.
She's more of a partner, but okay.
Whatever. We have a lady to slap her around. We're good.
So which way do you want to go?
I really need to beat up this Teg guy, but if you want to beat up the lady first, I'll wait.
You also have a warehouse full of cool artifacts.
I'll beat up Teg, and if he says that the key that I need is in that warehouse, then we'll go back to the warehouse. That's my plan. I want to get Teg because he's the one that put the girl made the girl unconscious, and he's the one that framed this guy's brother. Teg is the goal. If we had his address, I don't understand why we didn't start there.
We did. We had a guy watch it because our other friend tried to break in and found out there were dogs. He's also got a bunch of
so that
rowdies
was
that are.
his place.
Yeah, that's where he is with all those rowdies
She's gonna deliver
protecting
this
him.
message.
And huh?
Howard-
Was she delivering the message back to Teg's place, or does she know
Yes.
where Teg actually was?
So,
No, she's going back to Teg's place, assuming.
Howard, let me explain a little bit to you here about how villains work in 7C. Villains have two things going for them, strength and influence. They don't have your stats. They just have two stats, strength and influence. And if you can destroy their influence, they become less powerful. So when you're attacking them, they get to roll all of their strength and influence against you. But if you can peel away their influence, for example, like getting rid of Lady Lethe off the side, making sure that she can no longer help him anymore, or...
So you're saying you're actually required to kill all the minions first.
Well, you're not,
Not
but
exactly.
it
Have to
helps.
kill them.
You don't have to kill them. You can just make sure that they can't help anymore.
Defeat them.
Also, villains are always doing active schemes. So they're
Grab
always
all
trying.
the minions by the.
So they're trying to increase their influence as they go too by making schemes. For example, he's trying to get to the Serenth artifacts.
Okay, so we beat up Lady Lethe. We burn down the warehouse. Then we go back to Teg's house.
That
Burn down
will
their
weaken
house.
him.
We might
I have a
burn down that
nice-
warehouse. Then it can't be held over my family's head.
Do lighters exist? Do I have matches? I
Clay,
must start fire somehow. I
you
don't know.
also have a hint, a scholarly hint, in the way of her sigil and reference to Queen Maeve.
All right. Is there any way that I can roll my scholar and maybe ascertain what this means?
You could look in a library, bookstore, or a cult store for references to that.
Hey, look, there's an occult store right there.
Yeah, but she knows who you are.
Well, okay, so we walk up and we start talking to her while you start perusing the books.
Well, she knows who y'all are, too.
Well, she might run away or she might just stand there and talk to us if we're not, like, run up with our fists out. She's a lady, not a fighter, in theory.
She could
Although she
also
may
be thrown out. She could have her guards take us. That's
You
her
may
store.
summon more things for us to fight.
in the occult store through the window.
So,
Corey,
excuse me?
do we see guards in the store through the window?
No, it's just her.
See,
We
no
also-
problem.
we also-
If
we
she
also
has
know she-
guards, she'll be summing them out of mud because they'll be little red caps.
Yeah, she is a sorceress.
Well,
Clearly.
that just makes her more sexy. Let's do this.
All right, he's for the straightforward approach. I'd like to kind of do it roundabout a little bit, so I guess Crystal's the tiebreaker here.
I would like to see if there's a back door to sneak in.
Are you going to do that right now?
That's semi-roundabout, rather than looking to see who she is and how she can be influenced.
There is no back
I
door.
think we should try to sneak up on her and tie her up.
There is no back door to this place.
Darn.
And
All
of course,
right,
I go to a
let's-
library.
I've noticed the picture that I've given you on this street is like way farther into the future than Renaissance period.
Yes. This is more Victorian.
Yeah, it's more Victorian.
All right, so we'll
It
just
can be Victorian all you want. It actually sounds better being a Victorian story.
Yeah, really?
So do you want me to look at the library real quick to find out if I can find some way to talk with her, get a little bit of leverage on her, that sort of thing? I know it's going to be boring standing in a library for a moment or two.
Well, you do that, and I'll hide around here. And if she leaves this place, I will follow her.
Okay, we've only got about an hour or two before the little one will come back.
There, that's a little better. How about this one?
Damn,
Okay.
I do feel like I need to pop my ear.
It looks about the same age.
Yeah.
Well, still, that's what it looks like outside right now. So that's cool. We're no longer in the bore and snore. We're out here.
Yeah. Okay, so how are you entering this place? Give me your plan.
Well, we're talking about going to the library first, and he was going to wait outside in case she took off. And I just informed them that we have an hour, maybe 2 hours, before the servant comes back and informs her of our nefarious scheme.
Okay, so you are going to the public, not the public, but your lawyer-esque library of university
Any
library.
university, any university nearby. If there's another occult store nearby, anything like that.
Okay,
Anywhere I have access to.
you
stores.
do some research on this entire thing. And this is what you get. There is an old legend, an old, like, Fey legend. You know how Avalon has its own version of King Arthur?
Mm-hmm.
And God, what's his name? I forgot his freaking name. The King Arthur guy now. His name is
Arder.
Eliot.
Oh, Elliot. Okay.
Eliod. Elilodd.
Eliod.
Eliod and his knights. That's this world's version of King Arthur. One of his main villains was Queen Maeve. And she was the fairy queen of the Winter Court, the Unseelie Court.
Okay, so Unseelie Court.
So yeah, she is one of the major players back then. And since she's a fae, she could be back at any time. She could come back from the Mystic Isles of Tir Nanog or whatnot. You know how that is.
Yeah, and it says that she's going to have to be appeased because she's very upset. So evidently she's looking for something, one would think.
Mm-hmm. And
all right, so,
of course, the sword in the hand is a reference to the Lady of the Lake. But the thing is that Queen Maeve felt that her champion deserved the sword rather than King Arthur, and made pleas to the Lady of the Lake. And there are stories, you find a story where the sword was actually promised to Queen Maeve's champion instead of Eliod. And by right, the sword belongs to Queen Maeve's champion.
I wonder if there's a sword in that warehouse.
If, like, Eliod's sword is in that warehouse, that's like an insane major find. That's the find of the century.
Okay, so it's probably not. So it's not like I'm Tom Hanks and we're in the Da Vinci Code thing, or yeah.
That would be on par with the Graal.
Yeah. All right.
So, but maybe it is in there. You don't know. That's a possibility.
I don't know.
So that's the information you get.
Quite a bit of money. That's yeah.
All right, Corey. While he's at the library, does the girl come back to the shop eventually?
Yes.
I will attempt to meet the girl because, as far as I could tell from what he said, the girl never actually read the note. She was just passing the note on.
Yes.
I'm going to attempt to interact with the girl before she gets in there and distract her. And I'm going to flirt.
All right.
I'm excited.
This is going to be panache.
All right.
But
itchy.
You're itchy, so it's 15 instead of 10s.
Hey, baby,
it's only I only gave this to Wits and Panache. I only gave this bad thing to Wits and Panache, but it is going to be what? Convince.
Is it forever?
No, it's not forever.
I mean, I've had Poison Ivy before. I don't remember it being that big of a deal. It was just an itch. If I knew it was going to screw me forever, I would have totally picked a different problem. This is ridiculous.
Well, can we say that I made a scholarship roll and poured water on him?
I don't think that's going to help.
It's going to be tempt panache.
Okay. That's a no. I can't have thrown water on him.
And Crystal, you can spend your hero point to give him another 3 dice if you want.
She didn't have to spend a hero
I
point.
would like to see this.
She can't. She doesn't have the thing that Clay does. She doesn't get extra.
Yeah, she does.
She only.
Oh, do you?
Well, everyone starts with 1. I don't have anything that gives me a spare.
Oh, yeah, but she still has 1.
Oh, and Clay, since you're using a scholarly thing to research to help you solve the plot, give yourself a hero point.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot all about that. Yay.
So, Crystal, you can wingman Luke here and give him an extra 3 dice.
Like, hey, would you like to come back with us for a threesome?
Whoa!
This game just got way more fun.
Yeah.
There?
What did you say, Howard?
I said, can that just be an auto success? Because this game just got way more fun.
So you can go ahead and make your roll. Do you help him, Crystal? Do you spend that point?
Yeah.
All right, Howard, you get an extra 3 dice.
And where's my roll 3 thing? I'm looking for it.
Up at the top.
All right.
Oh, there they
Oh,
are.
I didn't even say what the bad stuff that could happen is.
You told me to roll.
This is going to be a 3 bad thing. This is going to be a 3.
Well, I got 3 successes, so we're good.
Okay, perfect. You successfully seduce her.
Because I got a 2 and an 8, a 1 and a 9, and a 1 and a 9.
Well,
wait, no, I need 15s.
15s.
Yes.
I got 2 successes then.
So let me tell you what the bad things are. First bad thing is she will be upset with you and kick you in the nuts because that is her go-to move. Stranger danger! Right in the crotch.
Yeah, every time she sees a man, she kicks him.
How dare you! Ah!
All right, go on.
Malcolm Chillitek hates her because every time she delivers a letter, she
The second bad thing is that while Crystal brings up the idea of a threesome, she likes the idea but wants a devil's threesome.
What?
And decides to pick another guy.
Well, that seems unfair to Crystal, but okay.
The third bad thing that happens is the woman inside Lethe will notice what you are doing with her assistant. And there will be an opportunity if you want to take the opportunity.
All right, don't want Lethe to notice. So that's one of my 3 things. Or 2 things. So I guess I'm going to end up in a devil's threesome with this girl and take a shot to the nuts so I get my opportunity. On the upside, I'm going to get a blowjob to feel better about the shot to the nuts.
But will it be from her?
You'll take 3 wounds, and those 3 wounds will persist until the next
until the blowjob.
Until the next combat, actually. Through the next
3
combat.
wounds or 2 wounds?
You took 3.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
one
marks
testicle.
Yeah, that's right. That means I'm 1 away from a dramatic wound. or 2 away, rather. Yeah.
So this is the information you're getting. Is that because you have successfully seduced her and you took the opportunity, you are going to get extra information. You know that Lethe has ties to the Fae. And she is working with Malcolm Tilwith Tegg to increase his family's reputation with the Fae, especially Queen Maeve. And to do that, he needs to marry into Fae blood.
I guess I leave Crystal there to scout the place while I run off
All
with this
dejected.
thing.
And that's probably I probably show up when it's just her there.
Oh, and in the Devil's Threesome, your balls touch.
Lose a hero point.
Howard,
Yeah.
I will give Luke a hero point if you relent to having your reputation being spread about this sexual encounter.
Yeah, I'm French.
I am Montaigne. It's what we do.
The Marquis de Luc. Yes.
Love is love, no?
This week, 2 people get kicked in the jimmies. Next week, maybe we'll find more stones. Tune in.
There's no tuning. You can't tune a computer.